Now, turning to the economy, among a raft of other issues, the Bank of Korea points to massive household debt as the most pressing problem that could hurt the recovery of the local economy. And it specifically points to households that could potentially default on their loans. Kim Ji-yeon reports.
Korea's central bank released a report highlighting the growing number of high-risk households when it comes to debt repayments, especially given the potential of rising interest rates. In a report on financial stability submitted to the National Assembly, the Bank of Korea said the country's staggering household debt of $1.2 trillion is the #1 risk factor for the local economy. It says the number of high-risk households that are struggling to repay their debts surpassed 300,000, with a repayment burden estimated at around $54.3 billion, roughly 7% of the total debt pile. The BOK classifies these households as vulnerable as they won't be able to repay their principal and interest even if they sell their assets. The report also underscores the dangers of rising interest rates, which would further burden debt-laden households.
Whether the Bank of Korea will raise its key interest rate in the latter half of this year depends on the growth of the local economy. Right now, the economic recovery's momentum isn't solid as it's largely due to improved exports rather than domestic consumption.
Korea's base rate sits at a record low 1.25%, now the same as the U.S. federal funds rate target upper bound. The report also comes after BOK Governor Ji-yeon made a rare statement earlier this month, hinting at the possibility of monetary tightening down the line. The Financial Stability Report warns against rapid increases in Korea's base rate, saying it could push vulnerable households over the cliff, but cautiously forecasts rate hikes in small increments would only have a limited impact. It also calls on financial authorities and the government to keep a tighter lid on loan issuance, with a greater focus on high-risk loans in order to curb rapid expansion of household debt. The government is set to announce a comprehensive set of measures on curbing debt growth late August, with a focus on controlling mortgages. Kim Ji-yeon, Arirang News.